Intrigued? Two people can listen to the exact same audio file and hear entirely different words. One hears Yanny, while the other hears Laurel, even though the digital signal is identical for both. Try it yourself. Comment below with what you hear, Yanny or Laurel, to see which way your brain's frequency bias leans. These widespread discrepancies in perception have a name: the Mandela effect. It's why millions of people vividly remember the Monopoly man wearing a monocle, despite the fact that he never had one. Some internet theorists claim these timeline shifts are the result of high-level quantum physics experiments. They argue that massive particle accelerators are literally tearing the fabric of space-time, creating glitches in a simulated matrix. These glitches represent evolutionary shortcuts hardwired into our biology. They provide evidence that the human brain regularly prioritizes speed over accuracy, frequently overriding reality with its own internal logic. The Yanny-Laurel illusion works because the audio clip blends specific high and low frequencies. Your brain unconsciously selects one path to make sense of the noise. By isolating these frequency bands, researchers can force your brain to hear the opposite word. Perception is highly subjective. Modern neuroscience views the brain as a predicting machine. Rather than recording the world like a camera, instead it guesses missing information to construct a reality that strongly favors rapid biological survival over absolute pixel-perfect precision. If our senses are this easily automated, we have to ask, how much conscious control do we actually have over our physical movements? Sleepwalkers provide a startling answer. Individuals can drive cars, paint detailed murals, or even cook meals while totally unconscious. Clinical EEG tracking shows that during these episodes, the prefrontal cortex, your conscious decision maker, remains asleep. Meanwhile, the motor and visual cortexes are fully active, operating the body without any self-awareness. The brain's modularity became clear in 1848 when an accident sent a tamping iron through the frontal lobe of Phineas Gage. He survived, but his personality was completely rewritten. This proved that entirely different neural modules control who we are and what we do. The conscious I functions as a passenger within a system of independent biological modules. We are not a single unified commander of our bodies, but a collection of parts that can work without us. This modularity leads to an existential challenge. If the brain operates independently, are you the true author of your choices when you're awake? Dr. Alice Wong used transcranial magnetic stimulation to test this. Pulsing a magnetic field into the motor cortex forces a finger twitch. Curiously, subjects claimed they consciously chose to move it. Their brains constructed a retrospective narrative to take credit. Evidence suggests our physical actions are often initiated unconsciously. Milliseconds later, the brain fabricates the feeling of choice to explain what just happened, creating a persistent illusion of agency. While losing the sense of total free will may seem unsettling, yielding this conscious control is actually essential for high-speed performance. Brain scans of freestyle rappers show that during moments of peak spontaneous creativity, the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for self-monitoring, actively turns itself off. When we try to exert conscious control over complex automated tasks, we choke. Athletes and musicians perform best when they step out of the way and let their subconscious predictive machinery take over. Acknowledging our brains as automated, predictive systems allows us to harness this biological feature rather than fear it as a glitch. Share this video, challenge a friend, comment awake to commit your perspective, and subscribe to Mind Unlock for more.